Hey, quick story for you. Not too long ago, I was in the middle of a really heated debate with a Trump supporter about immigration and refugees. He was saying the typical lines about how we need to deport immigrants deport illegals, and we're a nation of laws. It's not my fault that these parents broke the law, that these kids are separated. Now, I have a much more nuanced understanding of immigration law and immigrant stories and the role of immigrants and refugees here in America. Needless to say, we're in the middle of a deadlock. We're just going at it. Neither of us are getting through. We were arguing, but all of a sudden, I stopped and I tried something completely different, and something really strange happened. We stopped fighting. He started acting much more reasonably. He started acting more humanely. His views softened, and he started agreeing with me. It was like I stepped out of an episode of The Twilight Zone. I didn't even know that I was talking to the same person. It was bizarre. It was like all of a sudden, he was trying to get me to like him. So it was a mind shift for me. And I wasn't sure if it was just a one-off thing, so I decided that I was going to do it again. So I found another conversation with another person, somebody that I didn't know. It was online. And I deployed a carefully crafted sentence. And again, it stopped her right in her track. Her anger shrank. Her humanity returned. She acknowledged her bad thinking. So if you're tired of banging your head against the wall, trying to get through with your friends and your family, in the middle of tense topics, I have something that you have to try. Instead of trying to win with facts or zingers or by beating them into submission, say this instead. Hey, I can tell that you care a lot about this right now. And I bet that you feel like no one understands how much you care about our safety and our security as a nation right now. And I also bet that you have something important that you're trying to say that I just don't get. Is that true? And then wait for their answer. And then respond with, if you want, I'm willing to hit the reset button on this conversation because I realize I'm not being a very good listener right now. I'll give you a chance to say your point, and I'll do my best to summarize what I hear you saying back to you, and then you give me a thumbs up if I got it right, or a thumbs down if I'm missing something. I believe we can't get anywhere unless we try to understand each other, and this is the only way that I know how to get forward. Maybe we'll get there. I'm not saying that we'll agree, but maybe I'll understand your point of view. Are you in? When they hear you say that, those words, there's like magic to them. I don't know what it is, but it sucks the air right out of them. They don't know what hit them. I like this strategy because you rise above the Trump trio of bad thinking, of bad listening, of bad communicating. You create an opportunity to find some common ground, something that you can both agree on first, which is the only path forward when things get tense. You'll decrease the pressure to win or to be right by shifting the goal to simply trying to understand their point of view. You'll also be leveraging the science of mirror neurons. As long as you're being authentic, they'll return the favor to you and treat you as a reasonable human being. And you'll elevate yourself to the leader of the conversation. Who knows, you might even change their minds. I have a whole list of dialogue tips that I've picked up over the last few years. These are ways to get through to absolutely anyone. And I've also put together a list of facts and statistics about immigrants and refugees that I'm going to share with you. Because I know that if I can enable you to better share your ideas, your values, and your thinking, we might just have a fighting chance to fix this country. So if you're willing to join me on an adventure to save the world from idiots and maybe help others see that there's a better way for us to communicate, click the link and join the revolution. Thanks so much for watching this. I can tell that you really care. You want better for your family, for your community, for your country, and our world. You belong here. I really look forward to connecting.